What's going on, my brother? Today is March 25th, 2025. I'm going back to pulling the card on screen just because, I don't know, I feel like it. And something God has been really teaching me over the last couple days is the ways in which God is always present working through me. And so sometimes I just take things way too seriously. And God is like, there is no wrong or right choice. Right? There's only showing up with a true and pure heart and allowing me to lead and guide you in the way that you should go. So, I just decided I'm gonna go back to pulling the cards. So here's the card for today. And wasn't this the card yesterday? All right then. So everybody take a deep breath. So we are going to basically do the same practice from, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. I could be losing my mind, y'all, but I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, which is around writing a letter of honor to an ancestor, to someone who has died, who has transitioned, in order to really connect with them. And this is about connecting with grief, but it's also about releasing grief, because a lot of times when someone's not here in the physical, you can kind of mourn this sense of, oh, I wish I could talk to them right now. I wish they would help me so much in my life right now. For me, it would be I wrote my first letter about my grandmother to my grandmother, and it was really powerful because as I was writing the letter, she started to speak to me through my writing. And one of the things she said was, you don't have to miss me because I'm in you. I'm in your imagination. My grandmother was an artist, and she did all kinds of things. She was a quilter, she was a potter, she wrote poetry. I also write poetry. And so she was like, no, quite literally, I am your imagination. You don't have to miss me. I'm right here. Whenever you want to talk to me, just write. I'm in your mind, is what she said. And it not only brought me comfort knowing that, but it enabled me to feel more emboldened in myself. And there's something really fascinating about learning how another spirit and being is present in your body that actually makes you feel more empowered and emboldened in your own beingness. So that was really healing to experience. And then probably for today, who I will write about is my Uncle Steve. And being able to talk to him is, or write to him or about him is going to be quite a blessing, because in so many ways, he was a pastor, and I was pretty involved in his church when I was a teenager, and but I wasn't so aware of my calling to spiritual leadership then. And so I sometimes find myself, not sometimes, a lot, find myself being like, dang, like, I wish he was here right now because he could really help me. It's like, oh, well, he was there then, but I didn't really even understand what I was called to then. And I understand now, and I wish I could talk to him now. And so for me, I know this will be an opportunity for me to release that idea that there's some difference between his presence here now and his presence, his presence in spirit and his presence when he was in a body, and that I can talk to him. So after writing to my grandmother, I'm really curious about how he's going to show up, excuse me, and the way in which he's going to come through. And so I'm really excited about that. So that's the medicine for all of us for today. So you're going to write that letter to an ancestor, to someone who has transitioned. And again, if you didn't watch the video yesterday, a part of this exercise is that it's not about a woe is me letter, you're not here. It's really about speaking to them about how they supported your life, and the ways in which you desire for them to continue to show up. And it might happen like it happened for me, that as you're writing, you start to hear their response, or the response starts to come through your writing as well. So I highly encourage this exercise, especially if you're moving through grief, and especially if you want to build more of a deeper connection with your ancestors. This is a great way to do it. Sometimes people feel like they've got to do some really complicated process. I'm a certified ancestral medicine practitioner, and I work with people to connect with their ancestors all the time. And so people will ask me, and I said, well, your people are right here. You don't got to be all tranced out, and, spirit is right here. So something as simple as writing a letter is writing a letter to them. They are reading it as you write it. There is a point of connection, and so you can speak to them to show up in your life, and then watch as they do show up in your life. Sometimes when I do my work, one of the common things people will say is, how do I know I'm not making all of this up? Well, technically you don't, but on a more meaningful level, I always say, look at your life. Is there evidence of your life, of the impact of being able to connect with your ancestors? And for most people, if they're sincere in their moments of connection, you can see the ways that your people are showing up in your life and the presence. And so, no, you're not just making it up. It's not just a voice in your head. It's not just you talking to you. You can see that evidence in your life of their presence. So engage your medicine for today. And if nobody has told you today, my brother, I absolutely love you so much. I'm so grateful that you're here. I just couldn't really imagine a world without you. And it's just so important that you know that, and that your heart and your heart's presence here really does make an impact in this world. So I love you so much, brother. Peace.